guys, so I realized that I haven't done like a mermaid theme or like a beach theme type of set, and I usually do one every year for the summer. So since summer is coming to an end, I decided I'm gonna go ahead and do one real quick. And I remembered I had these little like shell pieces that I had gotten for my ocean aquarium set that I did a while ago, and I wanted to do like that trending seashell nail design, and I wanted it to be based off of these little shell pieces that I have. So to start off, I'm taking Nude Beach from Ball Pit and painting all of the nails with that. I did end up doing 2 coats of that, and I cured each coat for 60 seconds. And then, because I am going to be doing some isolated chrome, I'm applying a matte top coat to all of the nails. And once I get that all applied, I do cure that for 60 seconds. Now I'm going to take the Angel White liner gel from Ball Pit and use this to create the French tips on all of the nails. I'm using this liner gel because it does cure without a sticky layer, so it can be used with chrome. I tested it out. I mentioned this in the black and gold Leo birthday set. I did test it to see like how long you need to cure it in order for it to work with the chrome, and I found that 15 seconds works the best. So after I get the white all applied, I do cure it for 15 seconds and then apply the chrome. But because you are only curing it for 15 seconds and that's not a full cure for this gel polish, after you apply the chrome, you do want to put it in the lamp and cure it for the full time that it needs to be cured for. I think on the jar it says like 45 seconds, but I ended up doing 60 seconds just to make sure that everything is completely cured. Also, I'm pretty sure I don't show myself doing the French tips on all of the nails just because I was doing this with a liner brush and not with like a polished bottle brush because I am using the liner gel. I could have pulled out like an applicator, like a gel applicator brush and applied it, but I didn't really feel like getting out another brush and dirtying that, so I was just doing this all with my liner brush here. But because it took so long, I didn't film myself doing all of them, so you're only gonna see one nail, maybe two on here. I can't remember how many I actually ended up filming. Also, I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but I hate doing French tips on press-on nails. I much prefer doing French tips on an actual person. I feel like it's a lot easier to do them on a person because then I can gauge how far down and like the shape to make the like smile line based off of the person's nail bed and like how long it is and everything. But when doing it on French tips, like I have nothing to go off of, and I feel like it just makes it a lot more difficult for me. Like I said, I don't know if anybody else feels like that, but that's how I feel about doing French tips on a press-on versus on a real person. So for the chromes, I have these 2 packs that I bought off of Amazon. I had already opened that, that's why the tape is there on the front. But I thought these chromes would work really well and give like that seashell effect. I did pull out 2 chromes. I don't know which 2 chromes I pulled out because they're not labeled, and I don't know which pack the 2 chromes that I used came from because I pulled out all the chromes out of both packs and set them down, looked at them, compared them. But I pulled out one that shifted kind of purple and one that shifted kind of green because those shell pieces that I had pulled out earlier were shifting between purple and green, and I wanted to try and mimic that. So I am going to be layering the chromes. I actually really love layering chromes because you get that like dual chrome look with it. And apparently I lied about how I did the chrome. Apparently I went ahead and applied a top coat to apply the chrome instead of just applying, or at least applying that first layer of chrome, instead of just applying the white liner. So the white liner got cured for a full 60 seconds. I don't know why I did that when I could have just put the chrome right on that white liner. But anyhow, I took that top coat, applied that to the white areas, and then cured that for 15 seconds, rubbed that first layer of chrome in, and then I went in with a second layer of top coat, cured that for 15 seconds, and then applied the chrome. And then I did apply the green chrome first and then the purple chrome second. It really doesn't make a difference which way you apply them, or at least when you're doing like this kind of chrome. I don't know what that would look like if you were to do like colored chromes and layer those. I've only ever layered like the clear ones that like shift like the different colors. Anyhow, like I said, I don't think it really mattered which way I layered them. That was just how I ended up layering them. And then here I was trying to show you guys how it was shifting between the green and the purple chromes, but it was really hard to get it on camera. Like if you see these in person, you can definitely see the green and the purple on here. I feel like you can't see either of the colors on camera. I even tried like turning off the lights and doing the flash, but also like my phone camera does kind of have a little bit of troubles picking up things if they're super light colors. It gets like really weird and like really bright, so white specifically is the hardest for my phone camera to pick up really well. It always looks like super bright and it just looks a little weird, and it's kind of hard to see like what's going on there. So it is a little bit difficult to see on camera the shift between the green and the purple, but like I said, if you were to see these in person, you could really see that, and it really gave that effect of like the seashell pieces that I had. So to do the seashell effect, I'm taking the squeeze gummy jelly from Nail Couture. Usually I would do this with a liner brush and like rhinestone glue in a pot, but I wanted to see and try to do this with the squeezy tube instead to see if it would be easier. That first line I did there, I did not like how it looked. It came out lumpy and it didn't have that like teardrop kind of shape. So I wiped it off, started again. I realized that you need to squeeze a good amount out down at the bottom and then just let go of the tube and drag it up, and it will create that like teardrop type of shape. And then if there is any that strings out after you get it where you want it, just pull it back down towards the bottom to make it like go back on top of itself, if that makes any sense. I was flash curing in between each little line that I was doing just to make sure that it didn't move or spread out on me. I will say that because this was my first time doing it this way and not with a liner brush, I was struggling a little bit. And I was sitting there thinking I should have just done it with the liner brush like I usually do, because I know how to do it like that. But also I was like, no, I just need to keep going with this and practice, because I'm not gonna get any better at doing it this way if I don't practice it. So I did keep doing it like this instead. And by the time I got to the last nail, I kind of had it figured out, and it ended up going a lot smoother and a lot easier. So I imagine the next time I do something like this, it will be a little bit easier because I kind of know how to work with this product a little bit. There is still room for lots of improvement, and I still need quite a bit of practice when it comes to applying the glue like this if I'm doing a 3D type of element. But as of right now, I can't really decide if this is going to end up being better for me or if I am just going to end up going back to doing things with a liner brush and scooping the rhinestone glue out of a little pod. But yeah. Also, when I was applying the rhinestone glue, I was kind of wishing that I had applied matte top coat onto the white part, so then like it would be matte, but then the rhinestone glue part would be shiny. I still kind of wish I would have done that because I thought it would give a like cool effect, but everything on this set ends up being shiny in the end, which still looks really good, and I do really like how it looks. I just feel like, I don't know, it might have looked a little cooler and maybe more seashell like if I would have made the white part matte and then the rhinestone glue part be the shiny part. I don't know. So after I finished doing that on all of the nails, I pulled out some of these little gold charms as well as these pearl charms. I also ended up pulling out this gold foil, but I didn't end up using it. And I applied some of that glue along the French tip area and like the area where the rhinestone glue like ends at. And then I applied my shiny top coat right on top of that because, like I always say, I hate going around charms with a top coat, like charms and rhinestones with a top coat, just because trying to make sure it doesn't get on there is really annoying, and it's just easier for me to do this way. It also helps to kind of smooth out the rhinestone glue so you don't have like you can't see it when it like spreads out after you push your charm or your rhinestone onto it. It's all just a smooth like surface. But after I got that on, I took one of the little gold seashell charms, I used the starfish for this. I put the little starfish charm on, and then I did a couple pearls on either side of it, and then I went ahead and cured that for 60 seconds. Also, I don't think I mentioned this, but after I finished the chrome, applying the second layer of chrome, I did put a top coat on that. That way the chrome was sealed in and didn't get wiped off if I did mess up with the rhinestone glue. But I feel like you probably figured that out when I did end up wiping it off and the chrome was still there. But anyhow, after I finished with the charms and the pearls, because everything was already top coated, that was it for these nails. So after they went through their 60-second cure after applying these rhinestones and pearls, they were finished. I was struggling a little bit getting those pearls out of the little container there with my little wax pen, so I did end up pulling out those little like rhinestone trays that you can put the rhinestones in, and it like flips them the right way. And this is how they came out. I really like this set. I think it's super pretty. It's also kind of giving me like beach wedding vibes, or even like honeymoon vibes, just because it is like the white and the nude, and I feel like that's pretty typical for like wedding nails. But I just think it's super pretty, and I'm really upset that it's really hard to see the chrome on here, because the chrome looks so cool, because you really can see the shift between the green and the purple since I layered those two chromes together. I really wish you could see that, because like I said, it looks really cool, and it looks like one of those dual chromes, or like those chameleon chromes that already has like the two colors mixed into it. But usually with those are a little more pigmented, and with the seashell, like I wanted to really be able to see the white and just have a little bit of a shift and not really see the color of the chrome and like have like a full shift, if that makes any sense at all. But anyways, I am really happy with this set and how it came out. I wish I would have done it earlier in the summer season. I kind of wish I would have done this instead of that like hibiscus set I did. I did really like that set, but I like this set a little bit more than that and wish I would have done it on myself, but that's okay. I'm happy that I was able to do it anyways. But that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.